As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of side Delta, we have our South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. Ooh, just looked down classic 2-0, by the way. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the best Protoss player in all of Korea, arguably the best Protoss in the world, representing Dragon Kai Z Gaming, DKZ. It is herO. herO, he's taking down a Protoss in Creator, he's taking down a Zerg in Dark, and now he's up against a Terran. Can he go for the trifecta? Can he bring them all down, or will he meet his end? Just brought up that ByuN did take down Classic 2-0, but ByuN clearly is warmed up in this matchup. And we'll see. We'll see if he can take it to herO. We'll see if he can bring him down. Am I misremembering? I'm pretty sure herO and ByuN, did they face off in Kung Fu Cup? I want to say they played recently. I'm just double checking here, as it is going to be an economic opener from ByuN, going for a Rax expand. And yes, it was ESL Open Cup Americas. That's it, last week. So last week, herO and ByuN faced off. It was just under 7 days ago in ESL Open Cup Americas, and herO did 2-0 ByuN. That did occur. Actually, in recent times, we've been seeing, in general, they've had a back and forth. It's actually 50-50 in 2024. Wow. Exactly right down the middle, 50-50 scoreline between the two of them. So best of luck with your predictions. This could go either way. I was just checking, in most recent scores, it does feel like herO has had a slight edge over ByuN, but I'm just talking like the most recent, maybe month of StarCraft. If we expand it, then, you know, it's more back and forth. Here we go again. It is going to be the Rax expand. It's going to be the CC on the high ground here for ByuN, going for a bit of a safer economic build, getting into his factory thereafter. herO himself getting into his gate cyber expand. Standard openers all around. We have our take of choice. It's going to be a Twilight Council for herO. It's going to be Blink. I'm making an assumption here. We have seen herO go for a Dark Shrine opener in the past in this matchup, but it's more of a rarity. Should be Blink here from our Protoss player. First Adept is moving out. Behind this, ByuN getting into a 1-1-1. Ooh, and with this tech lab, I'm curious, are we going for a fast tank? No, we're going for an add-on swap instead. Okay, interesting. Adept has arrived. Adept doesn't see much, does get eyes on the CC. So herO, he's aware of the economic opener. Meanwhile, it is going to be an add-on swap. Starport on the tech lab. We have another tech lab on the way. Is this for Banshee production from ByuN? We have seen ByuN quite fond of, he's been quite fond of a Banshee tank all-in off of 2 bases. This doesn't have to be the all-in variation, but again, just really fast Banshee production, really fast tank production as well. So ByuN is getting ready for it. We've seen this build kind of permeate its way through the Terrans over the past, I want to say 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, I've seen this build quite often. As behind this, herO is getting to his own gateways. It's going to be a 2-gate opener for the time being, 2-gate blink. Oh, sorry, 3-gate blink. Okay, so herO is going to be a little bit more aggressive here with his 3 gateways. He will have additional stalkers available as ByuN is pushing. He's moving out with his first Banshee. Now, Cloak Banshees in this matchup can do a surprising amount of damage. It doesn't take long at all to kill a probe, and if we do not have an observer back at home, then we can be in some trouble. And herO hasn't seen too much. Checks the natural. Observer does stick around here in the natural base of herO. He hasn't seen the builds, but again, this is not the first time we've seen ByuN go for Banshees like this. So herO, really good read, does confirm the Banshee. And herO should shut this down. A good blink. And the first Banshee goes down. Big pickoff. Massive pickoff here for herO. And ByuN, he's in a bit of trouble. Does move out with the second Banshee towards the main. herO setting up for his expand. Yeah, taking up into a Forge, into a Robotics Bay, towards Colossus production. So herO, he's defending. Here he's taking a more defensive stance, just taking up and settling down into 3 bases. Meanwhile, ByuN on the other side is building up that tank count quite quickly. But there's a 3rd CC on the way. That's actually quite a fast 3rd base from ByuN. So he's not going for a 2-base all-in variation, he is expanding. So we're both headed towards the mid-game. Let's go. Let us go. ByuN, he does arrive, he does check, he does confirm the 3rd base timing. Rotates around, Observer is chasing him down. The bait is done, and we should be getting into Colossus production momentarily. There it is, the first Colossus is on the way. So far, herO looking solid back at home. And this initial opener from ByuN has fallen on its face. Like, to rush into the starport, to rush into these Banshees, they need to get some damage done. If they don't, I mean, we're just delaying medevacs, we're delaying Ravens. I mean, we're skipping Ravens entirely. herO, he does confirm the Rax is on the way. Confirms all the production. Dips in, he gets eyes on the 3rd CC, big scout. So herO knows that there's no all-in. ByuN is going to be moving out with his army, and we do have adepts in position here for herO. He does spot the move out. herO staying on the edge here. Does want to lose that observer. Does put the long distance mining. Colossus getting in position.
Research complete.
herO not fully aware of where the tanks are, which is why you can see herO being a little bit proactive. As the army is revealed, 3rd base is being taken. With that, herO is getting his 4th. Building up towards additional Colossi. He's on 2, soon to be 3. And yeah, we're just kind of settling down into this. And in general, as we settle into the mid-game, I want to give the edge to herO. Again, because of the failed Banshee harass, like, herO's in a really good place. And ByuN has been stuck at home. Now, with our additional wave of medevacs that are coming out for ByuN, we should soon be pushing. We should soon be either going for a drop play or moving out. Upgrades are done. 1-1 just finished. See ByuN trying to catch that adept. As herO has vision everywhere, he's going to observer here towards the southern main attack path, probe towards the north, units in the center, pylon towards the north as well, and he is over the 3rd. And he does spot the Ghost Academy. +1 air attack? Well, 2nd Stargate? Or 1st Stargate on the way, let's go! We're getting some +1 air. We have 2 Stargates in production. We are ready for a Skytoss transition already. Very fast, very greedy here by herO. Observer is going to be shut down. But I mean, herO, he is getting up to 4 base saturation, so it makes sense. I mean, he could have made a choice here to go into a 3rd Robo and go into triple Disruptor production. But yeah, with these Stargates finishing up, I believe we should be throwing down the Fleet Beacon and working towards even Skytoss. We'll see. As the army does push forward, forcing ByuN back. Stargates are done. Yep, there's the Fleet Beacon, there's a 3rd Stargate, so this is going to be for either Carrier or Tempest. I mean, they both have their place. So again, herO being very greedy. He has to be careful. He has to be very careful with this army. I don't think he intends to fight. He intends to posture. Again, the tanks are in position. We rotate over towards the 4th. It looks like we can take down the sensor tower. So pick up there by herO. Banshee gets deflected by the Stalkers. And herO pulls back. Again, herO, he has no intention to try to break the 3rd or break the 4th. He's just kind of puffing up his chest, trying to force ByuN back while he transitions. ByuN is pushing though. There it is, 3 carriers at a time. Let's go. Carrier production has commenced. Again, usually you don't need Tempest unless we're getting to Liberators already, but ByuN, he's not at that point where we can invest into Libs. So I do like the choice of carriers. Zealots on the right-hand side, they catch a depot. Again, because of that posturing, ByuN has been stuck at home. He's been contained. We are taking a fourth. But herO is on the way. Once again, herO just poking out, getting a 5th Nexus. My god. Getting his 5th base. Mothership's on the way. +3, +2 air attack. Yeah, the carriers are amassing. And again, ByuN has been, unfortunately here, a little bit too passive. I mean, obviously the opener was rough for ByuN, and the Colossus movement has been really good from herO, but because of that, there's been no drop play. There's been no drop play here from ByuN. Finally, he splits off an army, and finally he's being active to deal with some of these pylons and some of the vision. But like herO, look how comfortable he is. He has a ring of pylons, or like a line of pylons towards the north, his main army towards the south. Like there's no kind of move out that isn't spotted by herO. Finally, ByuN moves out. Runs into a pylon. You can see herO splitting up his forces, getting ready for a drop here towards his northern base. ByuN, he knows he just got scattered, so he's being very tentative. ByuN is backing off, repositioning. He knows that herO is good enough to be in position for the drop. As ByuN does make his way across the map. How many carriers do we have? 6. Ooh, 6 carriers. And the mothership. We go for the scan. And we get eyes on the mothership. Slow zone is thrown down. ByuN has to back off. Takes down the disruptor. Not bad. Couple workers go down as well. Couple of probes do fall as they were transferring. Good EMP. We EMP everything, by the way. We dive on top of the army. We focus down the mothership. We focus down the carriers as well. But do we have enough anti-air? We had 6. We're down to 4 carriers. And nothing shoots up. We have 2 Vikings and only Marauders. Not enough Marines. Not enough anti-air. herO takes the fight. Now, this did cost herO every single Disruptor and every single Colossus as well. This was an expensive trade for herO, as herO doesn't quite have enough. He's going to try to push, though. How many carriers? 5. Sorry, 6. 6 carriers here for herO. How many Marines do we have? 8. Oh. 8 Marines, 4 Vikings, and 1 Ghost. We need time. ByuN needs time, and herO's already pushing in. Do we have any turrets? We have 1 turret in the mineral line, and here come the carriers. Carriers, they have arrived. They're pushing in towards the bases. ByuN, he's cut off from the rest of his army. Cut off from his reinforcements, I should say. We dive on the Vikings. Vikings are going down. Turrets are going down. Only Marauders on the ground. They don't shoot up. GG gets called, and herO takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Let's go. GG. herO rushing into carriers, and ByuN did not see the carriers coming. He did not know they were there until they revealed themselves for that fight. Even the scan did not reveal the carriers. Remember, the scan only saw the mothership. The carriers were just out of vision. Then they were revealed. And as we saw, ByuN did not have enough anti-air. He was not ready for carriers. He had a lot of Marauders. And the Marauders, they did nothing. They don't shoot up, unfortunately. You know, their arms, they aren't built that way. They can't aim up. And the mass carrier overwhelms ByuN. GG. Game 1 is in the books. herO does take a lead, and now the pressure is on ByuN to bounce back. Ooh, an interesting map. We're loading in to Dynasty. Let's go. Here we go. Game number 2. ByuN needs to win this game here and now, to force the ace match. Otherwise, herO will be the first player to advance onto the grand finals. Can he be stopped? Can he be stopped? As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Dynasty, we have our South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. The pressure is on. He needs to win this game here and now to force game 3. He needs your support in the chat. It is ByuN. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player representing Dragon Kaiser Gaming, DKZ. It is herO. One more game is all he needs. Hello, Mr. SCV. Where are we going? I was like, this worker's a little bit suspicious, and we see why. We are going for a proxy racks out in the center of the map. Interesting location. No racks back at home. ByuN looking to spice things up a little bit here at the beginning of game number 2. Now, what's important? No second ACV. Only one worker across the map, so this is not the most committed of builds. This looks like just proxy Reaper into a standard game? Question mark? Does seem to be the case here. herO going out for his own scout. Okay, so with this probe scout, herO will confirm that the Rax is missing, and he should be checking these fringe locations here towards the south, maybe towards the north. But the Rax is dead set in the middle of the map. Oh, never mind. Oh no! herO going for, he doesn't even scout! herO going for his own proxy. Things are about to get crazy. There's no production back at home. I mean, the Reaper is going to be the first to hit. We're going to move out. So we're going to hit that natural base. herO doesn't know. So probes are going to fall. We can see ByuN is checking the gold. He's checking that gold base. Reaper on the way. Rallied to the mineral line. But show us the proxy gateways. Proxy Stargate? Yep, proxy Stargate. Void Rays. Okay. I love this build choice here by ByuN, sorry, by herO, but ByuN is gonna pop off with this Reaper. How many probes can we get? So far, good control at herO. He does pull back, does save his worker. Ooh, but the second probe is gonna fall. The first and the second probe go down. We gotta surround! We surround the Reaper. ByuN does overextend, and here come the eventual Void Rays. Okay, a couple of things about this build. Ooh, we're going for a tech lab. ByuN doesn't know. ByuN doesn't know we're going for a tech lab. We're going for a CC behind this as well. Nothing shoots up. We were here in game 1, but nothing shoots up with a tech lab on this factory that we're probably going to be making a tank, not a cyclone. Without a cyclone, how do we defend? Yeah, tank is on the way. Rax is floating back as well. Reaper does slip in, but we have an adept in position, and we do scout the Void Ray. Big scout. We cancel the tank immediately. We have a cyclone on the way. Now, the reason why this build is back and why we have seen this build ever since the new patch is because of the cyclone. In this latest patch that did hit the game a couple of months ago, the cyclone has been nerfed. Cyclone has been nerfed. This build has now become a lot more viable than it once was. And here we go. The Void Ray came to the production. We're diving on top of that cyclone. Boys, they have to be pulled. Cyclone does pop. Oh, Cyclone does pop. We get a full surround of the Cyclone as well. Is it enough? It is not. The Cyclone falls, and that may just be game. GG gets called, and herO takes the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. He's an animal, Papi. GG, well played. Blind proxy, by the way. To be fair, like, again, herO had no idea what he was up against. Neither did ByuN. But again, the Cyclone, with its change, as a reminder, it's changed to its lock-on. The lock-on, even before that, with the change to the range as well of the Cyclone, we have seen this build pop up a little bit more ever since the start of the year. And, yeah, not the first time we've seen herO whip out the proxy Void Ray, and just like that, herO snowballs out of control. GG, well played. It was unfortunate that ByuN was also rushing into a tank initially, which delayed the Cyclone production, and when it came out, the Void Ray was waiting for it. We were waiting for the Cyclone. GG. Congratulations to herO. He advances on to the grand finals. And who is up next? Oh boy, do we have an opponent? Do we have the upper semifinals concluding? Let's go and find out. My condolences to ByuN. ByuN, he's an amazing player. Don't get me wrong. He's an amazing player. But ByuN was also playing very scared in game 1. Winding it back a little bit, we didn't really get to talk too much about game 1. But, we mentioned that, like, sure, the opener was rough, so ByuN was stuck at home, and herO was doing a really good job just, like, kind of posturing and, like, faking a push. But ByuN was playing so scared after the openers, and because of that, ByuN, he didn't go for any drop play or any kind of harass. And because of that, it wasn't just that he wasn't able to punish the economy of herO or the tech of herO, but he wasn't able to scout. wasn't able to scout what was going on. He was blind to what herO was doing, and he was punished for it. Here, game 2 was a little bit more chaotic. It was just unfortunate that it was a proxy versus proxy, and ByuN, his first Reaper, got shut down, so he wasn't able to snowball out of control with his Reaper harass, and GG. GG, well played. Let's go. We're getting into ready for our finals. We're getting ready for our grand finals. Let's scroll up.